just happened? That was wild. Just computer, just like I got a security message, and all of a sudden everything's just dead. So yeah, checking to make sure there wasn't nothing dangerous. Store some of these pages. That's wild. You know, it happens. Let's see here. Well, looks like we're real close to getting our 20 followers. Appreciate all the people who've followed me thus far, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do even better all the time. Hence the name of the game. Yeah, it just look. I mean, I did the Wumpus. I turned around and say it points to that. So, yeah, there's that. Odd. Okay. Well. Is there a safe way down? There is not really a safe way down. Let's do this. What about this way? Slightly safer. Slightly. Let's check out over here. You know, oh, I'm going to turn pretzel rocks back on. Yeah, I miss the sounds. I miss the music. I don't think that's the station that I was on. Yeah, it was. There we go. So weird. I don't know what happened. But let's go ahead and keep playing. You know, go back to recording too. So hey, I'm Seth. This is Better Together with Seth. Today we are streaming from the Nether. It's hot. It's hot in here. And we did develop our little base over here, and it's looking a lot better. We need magma cream. Magma cream is going to be our means to making sure that we can get some fire resistant potions. So more magma cream the better. That one fire that I left out here. Of course, it's a little dangerous right now because we have all of these zombified penguins kind of around. See? You're not angry. But we do need this in order to progress. You know, once we get a good little stack of it, or a good little set of come on guys, really? Really? Perfect. Yeah, but once we get a good little set of all this, what do they call that? Magma cream? Yeah, magma cream. We'll be able to see he's playing. They are trolling, man. They are trolling. That's what they're doing. Go ahead and end them real quick. Awesome. A couple more would be great. Alright. We got some more over here. Yeah, I'm actually pretty content with 2. So we're going to leave it at 2. We're going to fill this up inside here in case we decide we want more. That was already stressful. I'm way too squishy for the Nether. I am. You know, most times when I'm in the Nether, if I'm doing anything, I'm building on the roof so that I don't have to worry about shenanigans like zombified piglins murdificating me. Look, I have. Oh, he's running from them guys. Stressful. Stressful. Alright, so do we want to get down there this way? Do we have a path? Let's see. We have kind of a path. really a path. Let's keep hunting around. There's going to be a way down, even if we have to kind of wiggle ourselves down. Yeah, here we go. And we can always build ourselves a path later, going back up there, okay? So it's going to be important to note that now that we've kind of made it, see, now that we've made it through that, we want to put us another wumpus up, right? Pointing that the way out is up there, because I won't be looking up there. Alright, we got some. We're going to get a little bit of this important ingredient. It's also used in some redstone. I don't want too much of this because I would rather wait till I have silk touch to really take advantage of the amount that you get from that. So we're going to kind of chill out a little bit on getting so much of it at a time. And we're just exploring. We're just exploring. So still the way back up is up there. You know, gotta be careful with my camera angle, my camera movements, my movements on my mouse right now, because there's Enderman. Oh, jump. Oh, okay, it might have been him. Okay, so when we're down low like that, what I like to do is I'm gonna come up like that. I'm gonna put a torch on it and that way, and that kind of tells me it's got to go up and that way to get out, because that's what I'm interested in. That's why I'm doing the wumpuses, is I want to be able to find my way back out, because I get lost in the nether so easily. So if we're down there, there's magma level. That's usually where I like to be when I'm searching for nether fortresses. We got a jerk down here. Of course. Just a jerk. I hate gas. Can't wait for me to be flying. Alright, so we're in the crimson biome now. So we're gonna put our toes in here. Gonna get some of these dudes. Yep. I should have put one of those on my heart bar for sure. There we go. Just in case we see one of the big old hoglins, we'll be able to fend him off a bit. And I have a saddle and I have a warp fungus on a stick, but I did not bring it with me because I would rather, yes, I wanted to wait for me to find a strider first before I really worried about how I'm going to. This is so dangerous through here. So dangerous. Excuse me. And we got, is that a bastion? Is it? Got a bastion. Is that a bastion? It is. I'm not interested in bastions right now. Not in the least bit. So, to get down here from our level up there, it's going to take some work. Got a strider there. So, we're gonna want to go ahead until we get wings. We're definitely going to want to set up a way for us to be able to transverse in the nether quite easily, right? And it's been my experience, and are we up there? I believe we're up there. It's been my experience that the best way of doing that is to use striders, right? Although they are very unreliable because they try to murder hit you every single time. So they are also, even though they're a great mode of transportation, they're not innocent. And they are a little hard to kind of get a hold of from the very beginning. Now, am I up there or am I up here? I don't remember. So we got a couple ways of getting up and down. I could go back to that Crimson Forest and try and get, so there's my, yeah, there we are. So coming down and creating a little walkway through here would probably be the best. And so this is kind of one of the things that I was talking about that I like, that I kind of enjoy now is not just oh, let me get out of this version stream. There we go. Sorry about that. This is kind of one of the things that I more enjoy now, is not just coming in here with Elytra and just chunk base and just trying to figure out how to get to exact coordinates. I want to explore. You know, that's kind of one of the cool things with Minecraft, is the the explorability of this. So here we are back to where I want to be, and we need to kind of, I want to make this a little safer to transverse, you know? It's kind of a weird thing to say when you're inside the nether, is how safe everything is. But yeah, I want to make it a little bit easier for me to get up and down here. So we're going to build some stairs. Yeah, and we'll come back and we're going to cover these up with maybe some better materials, more blast resistant materials, because gas are the nether creepers. Or nether creepers, however you want to say it. Look, yeah, we also look, we got a hard turn right here because I don't really want to fall out there. So we are going to build this out a little bit. Yeah. And then we're going to want to turn here. Yeah. Make a gentle turn. Yeah. Liking this so far. And I like being in the nether waste. Nether wastes are, you know, it's a great first start. It's way better than the alternative of being in like a Soul Sand Valley, or God forbid the, I said it earlier, Basalt Delta. Yeah, you know, that is yeah, I'm happy to be in the nether waste, to be honest with you. This is fine. This is fine. I feel like that dog, you know, it's all fine. This is fine. Alright. So yeah, we got over here. A lot of times I like building in the nether with blackstones. Blackstones is a great building block to build with in the nether. My favorite all time in the nether is using a lot of trying to think, deep slate. I like using deep slate. That it has a great blast resistance inside there. We're gonna make this 3 wide, and that's really the only reason why I like using it, is because stupid gas don't just blow everything up. And if you know you do get hit, it's not like it's gonna ruin your life or end your world in a heartbeat because of it. So yeah, gonna have plenty of this stuff by the time this is all said and done with. Got a nice little staircase now. Let's make this 4. We're gonna go 4 wide. I mean, we got, yeah, well, we're gonna clean this up. Let's first start off, now that we got a good pathway down, let's go to back to the overworld. Let's get some blocks that we're gonna build with, and let's come back up here. Now, I do like, one of my favorite things to do is to go ahead and start a setup for a blast furnace, right, with some hoppers on it. And because what I like to do is when I come in here, I want to unload all my netherrack into a barrel, right? Have that barrel go into a furnace, have that furnace smelt that with usually lava buckets on the back side of it, feeding that. And because what it does is it creates a great experience farm. So that's one of the things that I end up with so much netherrack until we get the experience farm that we really want to use. That's the experience farm that's, like, in my opinion, like really great early game. Because when you got, you know, infinite lava sources, that's what we got over here, and you get all that netherrack, man, it's just easy XP. And it's kind of a set and forget kind of thing. So when you set that barrel up, or you can use a double chest. When you set that up, you'll put so much netherrack in it, and it just works throughout time. And so as it just cooks it all up, then all you do is just harvest it, get your XP, and go to the next station. So yeah, we got so many little things I want to do. I do definitely want to go ahead and get started with that. So let's put this over here. I finally got one of those. We've got some glowstone. I'm going to put that in our precious box right now. This is filling up. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start with that. We're going to need a couple hoppers actually. Yeah, a couple hoppers. And look, we talked about it earlier, right? This was the reason why we want the bamboo farm, right? Because now, check it out. We got plenty of bamboo. This bamboo makes planks, right? Planks. Boom. These planks make 2 bamboo, right? Trees, I did not have to harvest. 4 chests right there. I didn't have to harvest those trees at all. So, I mean, to me, that's fantastic. Alright, so we're going to need a hopper for the incoming. We're going to need a hopper for the going out. So hopper going in, hopper going out, and then we need a 3rd hopper, right, for the fuel. So it's kind of a, instead of building an anvil, we're building hoppers, right? And we got enough to make another hopper if we got to, but right now I don't see us needing that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use double chests for this because I end up with so much of it. Let's go ahead and jungle planks. I don't really care about using jungle planks that much anyway. So let's put that in here. Look, I got another one. I can make another chest if I want. We don't need to worry about that. I like to put it near my base. Somewhere where I'm going to be quite often. I love this ring. And preferably, right, I like to put it near the enchanting setup, right? This is great because whenever I'm in the enchanting setup and I'm over here and I'm putting, using my XP is usually the reason why I'm using my XP is because I'm enchanting things, especially in the early game, right? So it's important. Listen. We want to make life easy, okay? We want to do things simple. We want to do things without having to go through a lot of craziness, and having your XP near your enchanting setup is important. With that being said, the real XP farm, the one that will be more of a long term, is going to be going underneath the base. We're going to have a way of getting down underground, right? Underground, we're going to set up a different type of XP farm, right? So in reality, this is not a... What in the world? It just did it again. I don't know what's up with that, but we need to turn that off. Whatever this is, it just keeps popping up. Where are you? I don't know. That's weird. Something just, something on my PC. I guess it's telling me I should be streaming today. Yes, I'll have a gold. Great way to get some iron, gold nuggets early game. Yeah. And a great way of ruining my world with your trashy gold swords. Okay. That's the... Is he mad at me? Okay, whatever. Another one comes. Usually don't come through that often, I usually wait a little while, right? And but this homie, he's just like, man, we're gonna go ahead, see what happened to Bob. Where's Bill? Where's Bill? He just came through the portal right before me. I was going to meet him. Where's my husband, Bill? Sir, he went to go to the store to get some milk. Okay, that's where Bill went. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm just whatever. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and put together our simple little. Look at how yay! We're gonna go ahead and put together our very simple XP farm for just very passive XP. Okay. Nothing special, nothing super fantabulosus. We want to make it easy, affordable, but something that's also kind of long term, right? No, I don't mean long term. Long term will be the best XP farm that I make, right? But for this, I'm more interested in getting something that's passive, right? Something that I don't have to worry about. So the goal is that I'm going to just come in here, set my trust down here, and you know, I really don't care that much about the actual, how do I say this? I don't really care that much about the what's going to come out of this thing, right? That's not the goal. No, that's just not you know. I'm not. Am I going to put this here? Where's my? I don't know if I'm going to put that there. I want it to be functional, right? I want it to be able to do things. So let's. And that's not the correct way of putting chest down in Minecraft. Professional Minecraft player, professional. So don't want to put that back one more. I mean, it's getting kind of tight over here. Is all I'm saying. You know what? Let's just go with it. Let's go with it right now. And not worry about it. So we're going to take that there. We're going to get some Ferni. And let's go ahead and start us up with Ferni. Okay, perfect. Okay, super simple. Furnace goes there, right? We're going to put another hopper right inside there. On the back side, we're doing the same thing. Okay, another hopper. Going back here, and as far as like automation right now, all I'm wanting to do is be able to put simple stuff inside here and just walk away and forget about it. So we got two more there, and I have to open that up. Perfect. And that's it. That's all I really want right now. Now, we do have one important little thing we do have to add to it, right? Is a leather. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna come in here, and every time we come out of the nether, the goal is for us to come in here and add all of this. Is that powering that hopper? Is it? It was? Okay. Am I insane? Did it always do that? We'll see. I don't think it's always done that. Anyway, so the goal, right, is I'll just come in here with stacks and stacks and stacks of netherrack. I'm gonna put it inside here, right? It's gonna fill up all of this, and as the netherrack comes out, it's gonna be turned into nether bricks. Now, eventually, when we get a crafter, we're just gonna craft those straight into bricks. But for right now, the goal is very simple. Passive. I was trying. Oh, that's what it was. I only turn the lever on when I want to pull out one piece of netherrack. Doy. Sitting here thinking I'm losing my mind, and technically I kind of was. So there we go. So we do want to put it right there. Anyway, so now that we have the lava farm over here, one bucket of lava. You could take more. You know, I'll leave one here. We'll put two here, right? I'm gonna put my buckets of lava in here. Okay, lava goes in. comes out through this chest. As soon as the lava goes in there, the first bucket falls down into the hopper, then goes into the chest. So we should have a bucket in there. Inside there, we have our nether bricks, which is what happens whenever you smelt the nether rack, it turns the nether bricks. Each bucket of lava can smelt like 100 blocks. So this is a great fuel, right? Especially when it's a free fuel, because I get it over here, right? So I take the empty bucket, get another bucket of lava, put it inside here, and you know, well, might as well just go ahead and set this up as a barrel. Don't really need another chest. A barrel is plenty. Use that crappy jungle, right? Set our barrel up. And this way, if for some reason I get multiples, right? If I have lots of, essentially a full chest of, a full chest plus 5 plus the 1. If I have that, I could store all of that in there. Because the idea is that I'm going to end up with so much netherrack, it's going to come through here, right? And as it's come through here, this furnace is going to be smelting. And as the furnace smelts it, I can flip this little leather down, right? It's going to leave a nether block or a nether brick in here that I can now take out and check my XP out. I'm at 29. Take it out. It just bumps up a little bit. It doesn't have to go up a bunch, but it's just going to go up a little bit. But this is passive. This is just running in the background 24/7. As I'm sitting here and doing my thing, I can do that. You know what? It's about time to harvest this. Let's get up there. Can I reach that one? Perfect. I got both of those. Yes. All right. I needed 4 so that I could replace that one. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Now, professional, can I get that done? Mine it. 3. Okay, yeah. Perfect. And then whenever we get another dripstone. There we go. When I get another dripstone, we'll go right there. And I got to put another bucket of lava on top of that, which I do so happen to have, so that we won't forget. So now there's no lava source there. Put another dripstone there. Now we'll have 4. Then once I end up with 4 more of those, in fact I have another dripstone out here because my testing wasn't going right. So I got that dripstone. So now we'll be able to increase our. There we go. So as and we got plenty lava right now, to be honest with you. So lava just sits over here. I need to smelt something. So yeah, it is kind of crazy to use lava sources for this, but like I said, it's just one of those things where sometimes you just need a bump. You need just a little bit of XP. You know, like get real close to 30, and you're just like, I just need a little bit of XP to get to 30, so I can, you know, chance something real quick or do something real fast, and it just makes it awesome to be able to just shoot over there and get that done quickly. Okay, so that's going to be that. We're going to leave that alone for right now. We are going to be able to put some of this up. I don't care about having that. We're running very dangerously low on torches. Got some more food. We're going to stick that over here for now. So in the background, you know, it might not seem like a lot, right? It might seem very small. This is a very small start to a world, right? We got a cow crusher. This is our food. You know, gives us plenty of food. Every time we come up to the cow crusher, you know, it's super easy. You know, there. 11 gave it to, you know, quite a few cows right there. Just a real quick, I used all 11 of those, right? It just comes inside here. I get leather, we get beef, easy, right? Bamboo farm, super simple, 8 blocks, right? Bamboo grows up 1, observer sees it right there, pushes the blocks out, bamboo falls on here, little rail cart over there. We'll go pick up bamboo and deposit here. It's just running in the background, right? It's very manual farms right now. You know, nothing super. I mean, I guess the most automated would be the bamboo, but you know, still very, very small at this point in the scheme of things. And that's kind of what we want. We're gonna start off very, very slow, right? Got a little bit of sugar cane over here. Got a good pattern, so we get plenty of sugar cane. We harvest it manually. You know, yeah, we could go back over there and set up this for just this sugar cane at this point. And I guarantee you, by the time we're done, we're gonna have so much sugar cane that it'll end up being shulker boxes. You know, just with 1 or 2 modules, shulker boxes. Because I'm not gonna use that much sugar cane all the time, even though you don't really bone mill or anything else. This perfect. You know, we have potatoes, of course. If I had carrots, I would start planting carrots now. But right now, we're just using the wheat to breed our sheep and everything. And that's all we're just doing it manually. There's not a lot that's gone into this world at this point, you know. And this is the greatest thing, you know, just kind of starting off your world, getting things kind of started. We got a nice little path over there. We got a little nether hub, or a little nether area, so that we're not totally obliterated as soon as we walk out the door in the nether. That's to me, those are meaningful advancements inside your world. That's gonna, you know, hopefully make it out better. Next thing I wanted to do is check this out. Look how much we have in seeds, right? If I had more iron, and that's I guess that's what I'm getting to. If I had more iron, we would be making an iron farm, or we would be making hoppers, right? Hoppers would be great for me to sit here and compost all these seeds that I'm accumulating right now. Because now that once we get to a point, we don't even want this farm here anymore. We're gonna get to a point where we don't use this, right? If we need seeds quickly, or if we need wheat quickly, we'll have a little machine set up over here. We'll just click a button, it'll bone mill and push that out. But for right now, we're just doing things manually. So we're gonna do things we're gonna automate things as the needs come up. And I just did that, chat. I forgot. Oh, my flowers. All right, I was tired of looking at this. All right, so there we go. Oh, chat, no, it's okay. It's not the end. Course. There we go. Not the end. I should have thought about that. Anyway, we got plenty of pumpkins right now. You know, we're doing okay. In fact, we could probably harvest more. But oh, we need to check on our honey. I want 1 block of honey. I believe this should be it. Then we're gonna move. Yes. Got 1 block of honey. Perfect. Awesome. Now I got these bottles back. I'm gonna leave the bottles here, right? But I do need to bring a pair of shears over here, because that's the next thing I do want. And there's so many things that could be automated right now, but I just don't feel like taking the effort to put it. I'm enjoying being in the world, doing some of the things that I need to do in order to make the world more successful, and to have fun in doing it. You know, that's kind of what I enjoy. Yeah, sitting in the farms is great. The farms are going to allow me to do even more, setting up more of these fun things. But right now, what do I do? Do I, let's see here, put pumpkin seeds inside here. I'm just going to put my wheat over here. Let's see. I know what we do. We get inside, you know, because it's about to be dark. And there we go. I'm going to take a little break for a little while, guys. And I will be back here in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and set up the stream here. So we had about a couple hours from earlier, and something happened to my computer. I don't know what happened, but it just went out. You know. Yeah, it was about I was about an hour and a half into it. You know, an hour 29 minutes into it, and it just crapped out. So it's weird. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and pull up our intermission screen. Awesome. Yep, still printing. Still got these little doodads we're working on. Actually, I'm going to see if I can't print one more batch of these so that I can try to fill up my wall a little bit more. I'm going to walk around for a second, go use the restroom, and I will be back. Alright, I feel so much better now. Yes, so let's go ahead and shoot back over to live stream. Go back in here. Awesome. There we go. So yeah, yesterday, or not yesterday, what was it, Friday. Friday around, we close early on Fridays at iSign Shop in 11X17. We got to shut out and cut out a little early on Fridays. And so Friday, my oldest son came and got me. He's just like, hey, I want to go watch that movie F1, right? And so we went with him to go watch that. We got to go to mining. That's what we need, some deep slate. I think we're seriously low on that, which is great. We're down here in the mining level for deep slate. So anyway, he came home he came and picked me up, and we went to the movie theater just here in Jacksonville and checked out the movie. We haven't been to this theater in quite a long time, right? And so when we got there, it was completely changed. They had remodeled it a long time ago, right before COVID. right? Right before COVID had reared its ugly head. What level am I in? Let's see here. I'm not keep doing that. I'm at minus 36. I want to be quite a bit lower than that whenever I start strip mining. So let's keep on digging. Near bedrock is where we want to be. So, and I didn't bring any wood. Didn't bring nothing. Brought some torches. So we're gonna have to jump up. Sorry, you're gonna have to watch me jump. Anyway, we're gonna keep mining. Anyway, so right before COVID had kicked on and it reared its ugly head, I had actually signed a deal to advertise with this movie theater, right? Really good dude. You know, that's efficiency. Yeah, we're gonna use it. As I said earlier, we're gonna get this thing down to the nub, and then we'll probably switch over and till we get mending. So many things to do. Anyway, right before COVID, we had actually started advertising with this theater, and we had let's see, what's my count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks mined, 11 diamonds. Yes, way to go. Awesome. That is fantabulous. Okay, but right before COVID, I'd actually signed up to advertise with this company, and it's not cheap. And the manager talked to him for a while, and we're a small business. We don't have like a humongous advertising budget. In fact, we almost have a non-existent advertising budget for a small business, right? Streaming on Twitch is about the most advertising that I could possibly afford, and I do this on my own time. So anyway, so the manager got with him, and he was super cool, chill guy, and he had set up so that, am I opening up? Have I been here before? I have not. Let's do some exploring. He had set up to have a production studio come inside here, and it wasn't free. It wasn't free. I had to pay for it. That's okay. Everybody's got to make money in this world. But he had set up that a production studio would come in here and shoot a little commercial, a little video for us, right? Really friendly dude, and that's what he did. He came in here and set us up with there was a guy on a camera and some tripod stuff and super friendly staff, and they came up here and shot a video. Made a nice little video that would display right before the movie would start, right? And we super appreciative of the guy that did that. Anyway, we did that. And then COVID happened, right? And then nobody could really go to the movie theater. There just wasn't movies. There was movies, but they shut them all down, right? And the owner of the movie theater, I think he felt really bad, to be honest with you. And I tried not to be a jerk about it, because, what can he do about it? But, so anyway, me and my son, we decided to go to that movie theater, right? And the owner, or the manager, was still there. And he said, hey, I'm Seth. You remember me? He's like, oh, yeah, I remember you. And I was like, oh, awesome. And how's the business? He says, hey, it's actually not doing good still. So it sounds like the movie theater business is, according to him, from his perspective, still not in the greatest shape right now. Is that? So maybe those guys still need some love. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, he had told me that they're interested in possibly doing it again. And I told him, I said, it worked out really well for me, because what he did to make up for the fact that there was nobody in the movie theater, right? He just left my ad running for almost 4 years, just to make up for the fact that it was out of his control. It's not like he's sitting there pocketing all my cash, but at least he tried to offer me a value. The fact that he had no control over people shutting down the movie theaters, And it's for safety concerns, I'm sure. I don't know where everybody stands on all that, but is he for or against it or anything like that? But he had no control over it, right? Let's see. We're just gonna keep our eyes out, keep our eyes peeled. Creepers be creeping. Always fun to be at these. Oh yes, we needed some more glow squid. We're going to be updating our signs here very soon, and glow squid would be appreciated. I mean, I appreciate the iron. Oh, why couldn't you take out the bat? Appreciate the iron bar, but it, okay, here we go. Can we get him back? Let's see. Dang, he's got a friend. Maybe the other friend will lose interest. Alright. Let's see if we can't encourage our friend here. Let's try to get away from the other zombie. Yep, we got him. Yes. Alright, so we got these trap doors. We're going to set these trap doors up when we get up here. And that will prevent him from going too far. We're going to have to set a boat up so we can catch him in that boat. He won't despawn as long as he's in that boat. And that's going to be the goal. Love it. We just got to get that brewing stand so that we can get that splash potion of weakness. You know, I remember playing Skyvaults a long time ago. You don't get that access to that, so you had to use a witch. Man, that is difficult. You know, I've seen guys like Dead Pine and everybody get that, and they're super successful at it. But man, Skyblock is so much harder and easier. You know, it all depends on your preference on that. All right. He can still see us. That's great. Let's shoot out a boat. Perfect. All right, chat. Here we go. Right? Zombert is in the house. He wants to eat my face. Okay? But listen, we're not going to let Zombert eat my face right now because Zombert is going to be a huge win for us. You know, unfortunately, we have to sleep with Zombert in our room for a little while because I don't have a brewing stand, so I can't make the right potion. I need a splash potion of weakness. Okay? Golden apple, that's easy. I got apples, I got gold. Golden apples, not a problem. So, and technically we still need one more Zombert. Okay? So, and I know it's weird, right? We're on hard difficulty, right? But hard difficulty is actually easier because in easy mode, they absolutely will not turn into villagers, right? In hard mode, they will 100% turn into villagers. The problem is like whenever you, see, I bet I can't sleep. The problem is like if you get things like what I have in my other world, I had like thorns. Thorns don't work well with Zomberts. fact, it works very poorly with Songbirds. So we're gonna make him a little home over here. He snores, okay? So I know he snores. We're gonna put him over here kind of where it's dark, so that he don't like the light so much. He says he gets a really bad sunburn in the light. So we definitely don't want him to get a sunburn. So it's gonna be kind of weird because I'm gonna have to come out here and jump out. I might end up dying. That's okay. But we're gonna try our hardest not to. Put Songbird over here. He gets us in the corner. We'll turn him around. We're gonna die. Ah, yes. Okay, Songbird. Great. And he's really not a fan of torches and lights. But you know what? We're gonna put him over there because he hit me. He bit me. Hopefully I don't turn into a Songbird also. Let's see. Am I far enough away? Yes. Okay. Good. Songbird in a boat. Win for us today. So we just need more Songbirds in boats. While I'm up here, I might want to go ahead. Let's check. We've got 30 levels again. Let's go. Songbird and boat, good. We ended up okay, yeah. We'll double check. We did. Yes, we got. I remember. We got our Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. Next one, right? Next important piece of gear for me, you know, in my opinion, gear or weapon or tool or anything like that, okay, is very simple. I want some good diamond boots, man. I want some diamond boots, right? That let's go here. I want some diamond boots that I'm proud to wear. Those diamonds inside there. And in my opinion, what I'm looking for, right? I'm gonna be looking for Featherfall. Okay? Not that it's a requirement, not that it's a necessity. Be able to update those signs here pretty soon. Not this requirement, not this a necessity. It's because that's what I want, right? That's just what I want. I want some feather falling boots. So let's go over here. Let's try our luck. We're back at level 30. We're gonna keep doing this over and over again. And you know what? Even if we don't get it, right? Even if it isn't the first thing on here, more than likely, whatever we do end up with is going to be better than what we have right now, right? So it'd be great if it came with more, but at this level, at this part of the game, we're going to be good. So the moment of truth, what do we get? Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. I'm going to take that. That is a win all day long. So these going to go on here. We're going to have to do something about my fire boots. You know, whenever I go into the nether, I'll switch them out. But absolute win. Absolute. This will help in so many ways. Alright. What? There we go. I was confused there. So, protection 4, Unbreaking 3 boots. Awesome. So, we have to continue though. We got a lot of work ahead of us, and I took the lapis with me. I didn't need the lapis, but we gotta get back in there. So, still got some jungle planks. We're gonna need lots of cobblestone. Where did this smooth basalt come from? I must have mined it whenever I was digging. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, we're good, right? Gucci, fantastic. Look at the glint. The glint is there. Look, I got 2 glinties. Yes. Okay. We're gonna work. We gotta slow. Okay, slow. It doesn't happen automatically. It doesn't happen automatically. You know, a little bit at a time. Okay. So now we're gonna go back into the mindset. What did I complain? I complained about not having something a minute ago. What was it that I didn't have? What was it? It was something silly. I went all the way down there. And I was just like, I should have brought that. Got my axe. Let's take a little bit of food, a little bit extra. Take 3 more foods just in case. God, we are stinking on arrows. There's not much I can do about that. I remember we needed something else while we were down there. Torches. Yeah, torches are good. Technically, we could take a block of coal with us if we wanted to. It's gonna be so down low. That's what it was. We needed some more stairs. We have some stairs, so let's take some of these stairs with us. We'll use those stairs while we get down there. All right. Continue. Oh, that's what it was. We were talking about using this pick, right? Because it has fortune and efficiency and breaking on it. And we were talking about, should we use that pick, or should we switch over to just using a regular diamond pick, so that way we don't lose our fortune. We do have a fortune 3 and unbreaking in the box inside there. So we're going to use this up because it has efficiency, right? And the goal is that I need a lot more iron to replace all the hoppers that I bought, or just made. But we need a lot more iron so that we can make some anvils, or make at least one anvil so that we can combine those two items. It's going to kill our levels. It's just the way how this game works. But once we kill our levels and are able to combine those, then the only other enchantment we want for that that will be talky hard. Then the other enchantment we'll want at that point will be a mending, right? And that's gonna come. We're gonna get there. And but right now, woo! Look at there, trying to get me to die. Not tonight. And so right now, all resources are kind of crucial. So if I see them, if I can get my hands on them, we're going to be trying to use them, right? And this will help, you know. I hate having to jump upstairs. It uses hunger, uses food. Man, if I could get a horse to take me up and down these stairs, I'd do it. Alright, so we're going to continue on. I know there was other stuff down that way. Should we at least try? I mean, let's first deal with that. There's lava there, right? I can always come back and grab that lava if I need. How did we? I don't remember. Kind of went this way. No, went the other way. Yeah, we had to. We must have run into some basalt or another geode. That's how we found that smooth basalt. Yeah, we were down here. We'd gone that way a little bit. Now let's kind of venture out this way. And I always do the same thing. I always put the torches on the right hand side. So that way if I get to go home, I just follow the torches. They'll be on the left, right? Left, right. But yeah, we're going to be kind of mining around today, trying to get some more resources. Definitely need more iron. Definitely. That's going to be on my list of priorities as well. Technically, you know, even though it might be something that looks like you want to pass up, I was just about to say gold. So gold is great, and it's so misunderstood in the early game how important it is, especially if you could set up just a simple, easy piglin trading farm, piglin barter farm, however you want to call it. It really is. It's super simple to get one going. It's super simple to keep it up and running, and the only problem you really run into there is gotta get some dev starter here pretty soon too. There we go. Perfect. Only real problem you run into there is like whenever you go to yeah, this is where we were because the bat survived. Yo, yes, take him out. Wow, did you see that? Did you see that, chat? If there was anybody in chat, you should have saw that. Okay. Get that formation. That formation, man, that was awesome. Alright, let's kind of light this up a little bit, make it a tad bit safer. Yeah, there's... I see ya. Okay. Pull out my torch, why don't you? Okay. I don't want to go too far away at the same time. I want to explore kind of slow as I go through here because I want to make sure I know I see him. And I want to make sure that I kind of get a good handle on my space that I'm at. Yeah, see? Troll. And with fortune on this, look, I mean, a couple blocks, it does work with iron. Right, let's see. 3. Fortune 2, man. Fortune 2. Alright. Got some decision making to make. It's great to get some more arrows as well, too. Zombert. Yeah, I'm not ready for an iron farm yet. I am ready. I am 100% ready for an iron farm. You know, you could have dropped anything. Okay, come on over here. Eat it. Okay. Really? Okay. Decision making time. Do we we're gonna go this way. Okay. And for no other reason then I just think it'd be interesting. See torches, so we must have been around here before. Yeah, look at there. There's a torch up there, so we've been through here. Finding our way downtown. What else we got? More diamonds. You know, we're getting to a point now where these are great, right? We need these. Is that it? We need these, but they're not as useful as some of the other stuff that we're going to end up with later. So, because they have to go be enchanted at this point, you know? I can do that right now. Look, I missed some. I missed a bunch. But I'm not going to turn them down. No siree. We got some caviness over there. We got some more caviness over here. This is where the problem becomes. These are like spaghetti noodles, man. These, and I need iron more than I need anything else. Prevent us from having to search too far in the future. Iron Man. Ooh, look at there. Yeah. Okay, just making sure. Awesome. Just eating these diamonds up, baby. Yeah, redstone gives you so much, you know. Okay, we're getting kind of low. We're at the past the 30 mark on our torches. Skelly spawner would be great right about now. Don't see anything else there. What else we got? Coming up on an hour of the stream. Fantabulosus. Of course, we had about an hour and a half earlier. Computer menu. Who knows? But yeah, the point of these diamonds now, right, more than anything else, is for backup gear. backup gear and enchanting, because you're gonna fail at something on an enchantment, and you're gonna want to be able to pick that back up and do something else. And so yeah, it's gets to be one of those issues. It's kind of like a bad problem to have, because if you're at a point where you can start enchanting things, like really heavily enchanting them, you're in a good spot, you know. Just waiting for a creeper just to fall right on my gourd and take me out. Zombert. Really? But you know, got good. You got this. I'm just gonna say, man, this armor really is helping out. This gold, this diamond armor. You get so powerful, you know. And then netherite will be coming here pretty soon. You know, we'll get there eventually. And you get that netherite armor, man. Almost invincible, you know, almost. Except for me, you know, I would die more to fall damage than anything else. So, hence why I'd really like to. Oh, we're at level 30 again. Mining up these ores has helped. Really? Mining up these ores has made a significant difference. We need to get us some lichen, you know? That looks like a trap. It does, doesn't it? It looks like a trap. We're going to take this. Awesome. Oh gosh. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm cursed at this game, but all I'm saying is that it happens. But yeah, we're for me personally, right? I like Piglin Barton. I think it's fantastic. I love the mechanic that it threw inside here, the ability to be able to barter with piglins. I think it's a very smart decision by Mojang to kind of add in more little features like that, you know? Who? Homie got a enchanted bow? Give me that bow. Oh, sniped me from a mile away, man. There we go. It's probably going to be some of the last ones. Lucky me. I guess we could use some gravel. Anyway, if you keep your food topped up with like netherite armor, even diamond armor, man. I mean, you keep your food topped up, you're pretty indestructible. You know, you have to really have some problems, and it does. I mean, you can have a problem for sure, but look, we're doing all this with Fortune 2, and we're just rolling in diamonds right now. This is a great spot to be in right now, to be honest with you. Okay. I need to either focus back. You know what? I wonder if we're over here near the strip. We are near the dripstones. I could use a lot of dripstone. Let's see if I can find it again real quick, because that is one of the things that really hurt me, is not mining more of that up whenever I had the chance. Don't need that. Yeah, it is over here. We're gonna have to hit that up, because I could have used a lot of that earlier. Okay, we're here. There's more calcite. We don't need the calcite. Just shoot over here. I could have swore that dripstone was somewhere right over here. grab this cheeky bit of iron over here. And you know this game is awesome because it had you can actually get an abundance, right? You don't have to barely scrimp by. I'm pretty much out of torches. You don't have to barely scrimp by. You can like play to your heart's content and go crazy with something. Or if you want to be way more conservative, you can be more conservative. You know, it doesn't. There's no. I hate to say there's really no wrong way to play this game. You know, and that's kind of one of the fun things that I like it. So I like mining, you know, and I know a lot of people like PvP. And so this game allows you to be both if you want. If you want to be a PvP player, you can go be that. If you want to be that, you can be that. You know, and that's one of the things, like I was watching Iskal's stream the other day. I was actually watching it last night. Iskal was talking about how the way how he's put the game mechanics into his into Vault Hunters. It allows his players to play to the ability or the play to the play style that they want to play to. And that is such an underrated statement, right? The fact that he's gone above and beyond to create a platform, if you will, or a way for people to play, but to play to their play style. If they want to be a mage, they can be a mage. If they want to be an AP guy where they can just, you know, hit everything, then they can be that, you know. I didn't know you could climb these things. I didn't even think about that. But Dripstone was somewhere right around here. I remember that so well. Let me do that right now. But such an awesome way of being able to communicate that is through Twitch, man. So I love the fact that he gets on there, and I know there's some controversy that surrounds him right now. But I generally think he's a pretty nice dude, you know. I don't know what all the details are. I've heard some rumors and stuff like that. But I don't, you know, I've learned at this point in my life is that you never believe rumors and you never believe newspapers, you know. That's kind of weird thing to say, but that's just my feelings on it. Am I back to home? I am. I'm kind of back here. I didn't find the dripstone. Was it over here? Did I lose it completely? We'll look down here real quick. Maybe it was. That sure would be helpful to set more of that dripstone up. It takes so much to make a block. Could light that up over here. It's all pretty well lit. Man, we have adventured quite a bit. But I've always been a miner. I like mining. Looks like that's kind of the end of the road for what I've mined. Yeah, one torch left. Did you see that? Spider's trying to get me murdificated. No. No. Yeah. Yeah. Where's your mom? Where's your mom? Ugh. Stupid baby zombies. Remain calm. I just looked down that hole and all I seen was like 15 baby zombies and a creeper. Might not have been 15, okay? It might have just been a couple. But look. I'm not that great of a player, right? So that kind of stuff stresses me. Look, hold on. Look. Sweat. In my vape for a second. Oh my gosh. Whew. It is a lot of fun though. You know, I do like this. I don't know why I enjoy I don't know why I enjoy like stressing out over this game. I really don't. I don't believe it. We're gonna jinx ourselves. Do we have plenty of iron? We got a little bit of iron. Yeah, we really should be using that Fortune 3 pickaxe to be mining all that iron at this point. But the fact that we got a Zombert right now, we just need one more. One more Zombert, then we're on to... yeah, inventory's kind of full right now. One more Zombert, and we'll be working on that iron farm. You best believe it. But I do like exploring. I do like going around and checking things out. You know, the terrain generation in this version of Minecraft is some of the best terrain generation that I've ever been around. The fact that it is so dynamic and so intricate, it just blows me away how thought out it all is. Okay, so check this out, right? So I don't want to put that fuel inside there. We're gonna put that fuel over here right now, right? I'm at level 30. Let's go ahead and get this one going for this one. Okay, we'll take our bucket back here. We're gonna take our bucket back here. Get 2 more lava buckets. Bam, bam. Right. We're gonna put them inside here. Is there a backup lava buckets? There is currently right now no fuel in this. Right. So what we want to do is we got to give it some fuel, right? And we got to smelt something. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be, you know, this. We'll smelt this 1 stone right here. We'll get some sticks, and what we're gonna do. Let's wait till after we get past. Let's use this level. What are we gonna enchant? We're gonna enchant a helmet. You know, that's gonna be another thing. Ooh, no, going for the axe, man. Got to get that axe. Let's go ahead and start with that first. Yeah. Let's put some spider eyes and strings and bones up. We got a couple more of those. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and combine all this. You know, I had a bundle. I gotta remember that I have bundles. Okay. We got this. Let's put our deep slate inside here. I'm gonna keep putting the tough inside here as well too. We got some gravel and we got the 1 stone. Does lapis blocks break back down? It does. So let's do that for right now. Okay. Got lapis, got this. Let's put our rotten flesh upside there. We did pick up a couple extra glowberries. And oh, looks like got some more. Yes. We're gonna take them. Still don't know what we're gonna do with glowberries. You know, don't have a clue. All right, so put the flint up. I don't need that right now. Done with this right now. Bow. Did I have another bow to combine that with? I do. We're on our way to making a backup bow. Right? Why not? Okay, so let's go use this level real quick. Right? We got another chopper. We'd love to get some Unbreaking 3. I don't think that you can get Silk Touch on an axe right now. But let's see what we get. Hey, Unbreaking 3. I'm good with that. Technically, I mean, I'm still great on a shovel, to be honest with you right now. So I'm going to go with it. And we're going to take whatever it gives us. So hopefully it's more than Unbreaking 3. But if all we get is Unbreaking 3, that's a pretty good axe. W's. I mean, W's. For sure. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. The only thing missing is Silk Touch. I like Silk Touch on my axe. But, yeah. So we're going to retire this axe inside here. Right? It's just in a retirement phase. Okay? Now we got 27 levels. Okay? So, what we need now, chat, right? What we'd love to have, we'd love to be able to get 3 more levels, okay? So that we could possibly try to enchant the next item. Is it going to be a sword? Is it going to be a shovel? I don't know. You know, right now, I got a feeling we'll probably want to do our sword, right? Yeah, let's go take a look. And the way how we're gonna see is we're gonna go hit our farms up and everything. Before I hit my farms up, you know, the farms are great. Animals, perfect, you know. We got some here, got some there. I want to try this out, okay? So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna put our stone block right there. Is that flip? Is that right? Oh, I don't remember. If it's right, we'll have the stone sit right here. If the levers flip the correct way. I don't remember what it's supposed to be. Let's see. Wrong. Okay, flip the lever down. We got more sticks. We get another piece of this, right? Put that inside there. So now, what should happen is that the stone is going to sit here. Okay, when the stone sits here, when we take the stone out, I want you to pay attention to my levels. I got 27 levels right now. We have been smelting, right? We smelted all this stuff. There's another bucket. We have smelted all this stuff, right? And because we've smelted all this stuff, right? Should be experience stored up inside this furnace. So when we pull this out, let's see what happens. It's not a lot. It did not put us over the top, you know, but it put us at a whole lot more than what we currently have. And currently, let's put this back down. Currently, that is a whole lot more than what we had before. So I'm going to take it. And the goal, right, the idea is that over a period of time, it could be weeks, days inside this world, right? But after a period of days, we'll come back. After smelting just tons and tons and tons, we'll come back, pull something out, easy levels. But in the meantime, that's why we got the sheep. That's why we got these cows. Easy XP. Lots of movement. There's a level right there. Stick these little dudes down inside there. Still got plenty. And we might not get all the way there. Help! Help! And if a white sheep breeds with a... there you go. I saw it. Pink sheep. There we go. We'll get a pink sheep. And if black sheep gets with a white sheep, we will get a gray sheep. 2 less dyes I have to worry about. We have everybody? I think we do. Let's run around here. Almost. Look. Almost 29 levels. Already. Fantastic. Let's put that down inside there. Okay. Got a bunch of pink sheep. And look, more sugarcane. Here pretty soon, once I get all my gear to a point where I feel really good about the gear, once I get to that point, then I will start trying to enchant books, right? Because you'll get so many other things out of that. Like, you know, a lot of times, like whenever I get to the helmet, I'm gonna want. We do have our axe. We got a couple pickaxes. I'm good with this axe right now. We're gonna want a shovel here pretty soon, right? So we might as well. We're gonna pull a shovel out, and we're gonna want another sword. Okay. And while we're at it, we're gonna do pants, another chest plate, and a helmet because we're gonna use this stuff. So helmet, chest plate, and some pants. I'm out of diamonds, Emma. No, and pants. So we're gonna just put this stuff over here. As we continue to build up inventory and build up levels, we're gonna want to come back over here and we'll have this stuff ready to go. You know what I mean? And we got the boots. We're good with that. And put that there, put that there. I love my axe that I got right now. This is extra. Some diamonds we got behind the scenes. Fantastic. All right. Looks like we're having all kinds of internet problems today. I'm going to go ahead and pause this. It's still recording, but it looks like I've been disconnected from all the streaming services. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. We'll start another one. Thanks. This is Better Together with Seth. My name's Seth. If you've tuned in, if you've lurked, I really appreciate it. If you can, like, subscribe, follow, any of that stuff that you see, that always helps me out. We're doing great. I keep being encouraged by you guys. So in any